Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for hanging out here, and I hope it is rewarding in some way. Today we're going to speak about the full moon that is in Virgo in gate 64, and we have a Saturn return happening today. Saturn returns into the sign of Pisces in gate 30, which is also Aquarian gate, but it's also a Pisces gate. So this is happening today. And with that said, I also want to congratulate you if you have just recently passed your whole journey with Saturn in Aquarius. This is worth celebrating. I know it's not an easy ride when Saturn is transiting your chart. Me, myself, and I have my Saturn in Capricorn. It was a journey because of then the Saturn moving into the Aquarius, and I am an Aquarius, so I felt like that whole journey was impacting me. And I am sure that if you are a Pisces, you will feel that Saturn is transiting, even though you don't have your Saturn in Pisces, because energies are intensifying and things are gonna intensify more and more, I'm sure, especially coming closer to the year 2027 when we are shifting into the new background frequency of the sleeping phoenix. So what's fascinating is that we're going to speak about the full moon activation today and the Saturn return. There's a lot of things happening in Mars. And there's been a lot of things happening since I was here last speaking about transits. I just haven't had me, myself, and I have my biggest struggle in life is the struggle of self-doubt. So I go into seasons when I don't want to show my face, and I have seasons when I have no problem about sharing about anything, which I find is pretty much, I guess, aligned with my profile, being a 4-1. Anyway, I'm not going to analyze that now. We're going to speak about the transits. And so Saturn, for you guys that know, is a planet of, for you that know that and doesn't know, is a planet of limitation and structure. And it is a planet that can really help you. Like, it's a teacher, but it's tough love. It's a Saturn is here to help you, to get you to really clear out what isn't for you, to stop bullshitting yourself and get aligned with who you are. And the more, the more you surrender, the easier it gets. The more you are trying to challenge Saturn, the struggle is real. No, but it's a way shower. It can be a harsh way shower. It can also be very beneficial if you are wise and listening to yourself. The thing, what I find is interesting, and what human design taught me, is that Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter has a really cool relationship, you could say, I guess, where if you look at your personal Venus, you can see a little bit about the theme in where and how your personal values lies. And Saturn is the structure, or the path of how that can then, if you follow your own structure, your own limitation. In your own limitation, you're limitless. And this is what is rewarded in Jupiter. So this is also what you can see in your personal Jupiter. It's like an energy that gets activated if you are following your own structure and your own limitation. And in this way, you are rewarded. And as I hope you know, if you're on this page, you know that nothing is black and white. And it's all up to you to know and learn how to trust yourself with everything. I can just share what I see and how I perceive things, and you choose to do whatever you want to do with this information. Okay, let's share the screen, shall we? No, I pressed the wrong button. Share screen. Okay, here we are. Where am I gonna start? Okay, let's start here. Let's start with Saturn. I want to show you, I didn't show this in this Swedish one. So we are right now in the wheel, we are here with Saturn moving into gate 30. It's been in the gate 30 for some time. It's just been on the Aquarius side, but it's also a Pisces gate. And then during the next upcoming 2 years, Saturn will move into all of these different gates. That's basically what's happening. What's been really fascinating, I find, and I was speaking a little bit about, I dug in a little bit deeper about the monopole and the nodes. The nodes are really important, I've come to realize studying human design. And the nodes are activated approximately 3 to 4 months. Why am I starting talking about this now? Am I going this direction? Okay, let's do it. So the nodes changed in February, beginning of February sometime. I think I said in the other video, it's just about exactly a month ago. Nodes changed. So the theme of where the nodes were before were about karmic relationships and things coming up to surface for you to have a look at. Maybe you found some new friends, maybe you changed friends group, maybe you changed jobs, maybe there was a big theme of discerning like who's for you, who isn't. And now we've stepped into the nodes. So the nodes is working like a background stage that we are in. And what's so beautiful about knowing about transits is that it can really teach you to discern about what's happening on the outside, like what's happening in the world is just a reflection of what is going on, but it's not the ultimate truth, because you don't have to become a victim. There's always like different frequencies of energies, and you don't have to choose to become a victim of what's going on and what's playing out on the world stage, because there's always a different theme. And when learning about to see the transit, you can really learn about to see it for what it is and not take it too personal, because everything is just here for us to turn within and listen and learn about ourselves. But having that said, that might sound very selfish and very self-absorbed. It is in a way, but when we learn to see that it is for everybody's beneficial, like it's for everybody's growth, we're doing this. It's not like there's still compassion there for our differences, because this is the time of being different. Like this is the time of being so differentiating. Can't say that word. To be so different, and in that way we are fitting in. The beautiful knowledge of human design is really about teaching us how we can stop comparing ourselves to each other and to truly see ourselves and each other for who we are, and to truly see how we in that come together and how we are here together. It's not about this time being now. It's not about survival and not having each other's back. This is exactly the opposite. We are here to have each other's backs in our differences, and in that knowing that we are from the same source, and with that knowledge understand that we can empower and help each other to find our unique path without taking too much of what's going on too personal, because it is not personal, but obviously we are here to learn. So We are here to learn that thoughts and emotion are a mechanical process, and it feels really real when we are here. And it is really real. I'm not saying to not take it seriously. It is. Everything here is really real, but it's also about softening into who you are and help others to get clearer understanding of their journeys. And that's what's so beautiful. That's what a transit can really help us to understand about what is like happening on the world stage. At the same time, also can be something that can help us to uproot things and to look at things, to help move through things. But also we can choose to maybe not go into that direction if that's not something that we want to go into right now. You choose. It's always your choice. But you can either see something that is happening as a help, or as a or you can become a victim of whatever is going on. But yeah, there's been some I feel like the nodes are such a big theme of how things play out. So that's been happening. So right now then, the nodes are in South Node is in gate 28, and North Node is gate 27. So we're kind of traveling from the South Node is where we're traveling from and moving into the North Node. So this is like a theme of the stage, and the theme of gate 28 is the theme of a risk taker, is a game player, and it can be definitely a provocative energy. It's about finding purpose, and yeah, it can be a really cheeky energy, but then we have the 27 that is all about nurturing. Yeah, so there's a deep background frequency about wanting to find purpose, and in that path, learning how to nurture ourselves and each other. Okay, so back to where we are, 7th of March. Here we are today, and we have Saturn moving into gate 30, the gate of desire. This is a gate of emotions, and also an energy of digestion. So how you digest information, how you digest, can't say the word today, digest information, how you digest food, how you digest emotions, how you digest everything. There's an upgrade happening within that, definitely. Saturn coming in and showing you your limitations, what is true to you. How is your information process? How is that happening to you? Okay. Here we are. Okay. What's been really fascinating, what I find, is that we've had just the recent days, we've had Jupiter and Venus in gate 21. And Venus just recently moved into gate 51, which are both Aries gates. And we also have Chiron, the archetype of the wounded healer here. They were all meeting up in gate 21, the gate of control, the gate of the heart. If you're someone that has gate 21, you are someone that will not be healthy if you're not listening to yourself and what you want. Like, you want to get really, you need to be in control of what you wear in a day. You need to be in control of what you eat. You need to be, there's a certain level of control freak here that is healthy for you, because if you don't feel like you're in control, it's not going to be a healthy outcome for you. But as you probably know, there's a certain level of healthy control and unhealthy control, because you don't want to imply these on others. You want to make sure that you find a way that you can control your daily habits in a way that feels good for you, at the same time as you don't bring too many other people into your controlled habits or ways or whatever. Yeah. We also have then Mars activated in gate 45. So together, these ones now. So we have 21 in Jupiter And I told you that is the planet of expansion. At the same time now, I'm weaving this now because I think it's a good thing to just have in the back of your mind now when we're in a full moon, and full moon is always a time to let go, but it's also a really good time to get clear on where you are and your own limitations. Your own limitations is your form and your body and your incarnation, but within that you are limitless. Never forget. We have Pluto in gate 60, the gate of limitation, the gate of knowing your structure. And we have structure is a theme of Saturn, being in the gate of desire, being in the gate of how you digest, and the gates of emotions. Okay, coming into, we have this whole money line, the 45-21. This is the channel of the materialist. So I would highly suggest now, when you are looking at where you are and what is beneficial for you to let go of now, you can be really clear of what you can invest in, but also what you have invested in that was used in a distraction, what you have invested in that is truly for you and is beneficial for you and is actually an investment. This is the time to have a look at that, because this time now can really help you with that. Saying that, we can start talking about the moon, which is in the gate of let me say the right thing. Yeah, so this is the gate. This is before completion. I think this is, if you know this, you know this, but if you don't, this can be really fascinating to listen to. It's the gate of confusion. So what are we talking about here? We're in the head center. The head center is the place of inspiration. It's a pressure center for inspiration to come in. In the Ajna, it is conceptualized, and you are bringing some kind of sense to it, depending on what you have going on here. And then in the throat center, all of this can be translated in some way. But up here, the gate 64 is translated as confusion. We are in a Pisces gate. The sun is in a Pisces gate. The neutrinos are pumping. 70% of neutrinos is pumping from the sun in the gate 63, which is the gate of doubts. Okay, so there's 64 gates in the mandala. In the whole ray gear, in the I Ching, there's 64 gates and energies. So you'd think that the 64, I'm gonna look here so I'm not saying the same thing. This gate 64 is called the gate of confusion. The gate 63 is the gate of after completion, which is fascinating because logically the 64 perhaps would have been called after completion. But as everything within the systems, and with many systems, I find it's fascinating that it's always something new that starts before something ends. And we find gate 63 in this logical channel, 63-4. We have 64 in this abstract channel. And as we've talked about before, the whole human experience is abstract. It's not logical. Someone that has a logical structure will be right here and right now and see with everything that is happening right now, think that it can calculate a future that would be of most logic, that this is the process that will happen. But the logical process doesn't know after it actually has happened. you can't know until it has happened. So here in the 63, after completion, all ends are beginnings, and this is the gates of doubts. So the doubts come here into the gate 63. We have a doubt about something. You have a question about something, channeled through gate 4, which is the gate of answers, logical answers. And we have confusion is here in the 64. And this is the Virgo gate. This is where the moon is. It's also where the earth is. So this is the abstract process. And this is the logical process. Before completion, after completion. So the logical process doesn't know until it knows. And the abstract channel is moving in a direction of imagination and desires. So the gate of confusion, this one is looking back in time. The logical process is always looking forward in time. So the abstract channel, the gate 64, is about confusion because you want to make sense of the imaginary that is here, the visions and the colors that is usually here. So there can be confusion about what it all means. So it wants to get translated in the gate 47. We have no gate 47 activated right now. Maybe you have in your chart. It will be very beneficial. You will have access to the imaginary world in a different way. Maybe you will have certain dreams now. Maybe you will have dreams that are very vivid right now. You can also just go into meditation, and you'll find that you might get some visions or whatever. Because this is what the head center is about. Okay, so did I want to say anything more about that? Well, it's a mental pressure. So this energy wants to get channeled through. It wants to get channeled in now. And because we have the full moon is about to illuminate your dreams, but it can also illuminate where you are still doubting and where you are still in confusion. And also you can, with this information, create a new relationship to how you respond or how you relate to these energies, because they are just energies to have to point you into your inner world and your inner authority. So these are energies that are always there. It's always gonna be there, no matter how good you get at just observing yourself. Confusion and doubt is always something that is gonna be there, but it's how you start to have a relationship with this with these energies that can help you get past the confusion and the doubt in your unique way. Because remember, we're not supposed to make any decisions up here. We can see and we can discern and we can measure and we can blah blah blah, but it's all about going into your inner authority when making decisions, for example, or having some sort of clarity is always about coming to your own inner authority, no matter what is processing up here. Beautiful energies, but as a help of discernment, not to not to let these energies have power over you. Okay, having that said, what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, so with that energy, learning, no. So with these energies activated and having this is a manifestation channel. You can truly tap into your yeah, it's really a lesson about discerning what is a timeline of distraction and a timeline of your truest like path or journey forward, or and to get honest with yourself. The energies is really here to help you to get honest right now, and because this energy is it's all about truth, so uncovering truths. It's going to be fascinating to see how that is playing out on the world stage. But yeah, there's some powerful activations right now about uncovering. We still have Neptunus in the gate of crisis. Pluto is going to change. I think it will still be in gate 60, because I think this is a Capricorn and a Aquarius gate, the gate 60. So we have both a pressure coming from the root and from the mental plane. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna leave it at that, and then I'm just gonna wish you Saturnus. So all of you guys that have Saturnus activated in Pisces, I'm gonna wish you all the best of luck, and also again congratulate all of you guys that hopefully learned your lesson while having Saturn in Aquarius. Well done. It's yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I hope this was helpful. I think that was all. I'm just gonna have a little check here. Yes, because I spoke about Chiron also being gate 21. Yeah, no, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and again, I wish you good luck. And if you want to look into your own personal design, because this is all generalized information, you can, if you have Saturn in Pisces, go ahead and book your individual reading if you want to find out more what the themes might be for you especially. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon again. Goodbye.